Hello, I'm Dan Sides with TOMAR Electronics. We're here at FDIC 2023 with Mike Serber from BME Fire Trucks. So tell us about BME and this particular truck.
Okay. Well, first off, BME Fire Trucks, our emphasis is mainly on Wildland. This being said, this is our Model 34. It's built on a Freightliner chassis, which we do both, Freightliner and International. It is built utilizing the CAL FIRE Model 34 spec. That's our basis for it. We do a lot of changes depending on the request of the fire department to meet their needs. But I can show you around the rest of the truck now and show you how this one's built and the specifics in it. With the truck and the design of the truck, we've built plumbing into this front bumper area so that we can achieve pump and roll capabilities off of both sides of the truck, and also hose storage for quick application of it. It is a crew cab, it's 4-wheel drive. The off-road capabilities is also part of our emphasis on this, as well as as much departure angle and approach angle for the crews to be able to get into the tighter areas, steep driveways, getting in and out of off and on highways where you have ditches and access issues that a standard truck would not be able to access. Our pump panel is set up very simple so that any fireman can be able to jump in and activate. We emphasize a lot of our stuff that we build on our stainless steel TIG welded plumbing. We have put a lot of time with our engineers into simplifying the plumbing so that there's access for maintenance in the long term. Everything is opened up. That way, when there is an issue, it can be easily addressed and handled with the least amount of downtime so these trucks can get back on the road. We do have our 500 GPM 2-stage sitting right here, as well as our auxiliary pump that sits up top that run independently of each other. So even in a situation where we do have a failure or something, there's usually always one pump to be able to protect the crew or a main engine for them to be able to get out of a bad situation.
Tell us a little bit about the WUI and why that's an important aspect of the spec and what y'all are doing with this truck.
Well, with the WUI situation, a lot of these crews are going to find themselves in positions where they're going to be away from other engines, other support, also away from water sources, because they're going to be into these communities, whether it's urban sprawl, where they're up a road that's a mile away from the main road, protecting one structure, where they get into a position where either the fires cross the road and trap them back in that, where now they need to be able to utilize this engine to protect themselves. They have two sources of power for their pumps, whether it's the main engine running the PTO or the auxiliary running or the small motor running the auxiliary. Now, in the situation where we do have a water issue and they run out, they're always going to be able to get away with their main engines, not having to rely solely on one power source. The other thing that we emphasize at BME Fire Trucks is our build. So we stand different than most manufacturers, is that we build a full steel structure in here that creates a situation where we don't have a crush issue in the case of a catastrophic rollover, and we're able to protect the crew in the cab. So two things we accomplish by creating that exoskeleton here is the fact that these bodies don't crush. We have the safety of the crew. We also have the longevity of our builds. Our builds don't crack. They don't flex. We don't end up with degradation of this structure as it gets the wear and tear of being on these vegetation fires and taking that hard use that firefighters put themselves into by using these. So the other thing is, knowing that these trucks can be in and out of the brush and everything, our paint, we go through about 7 steps to be able to produce this paint process that we do. So our paint takes a lot more to produce, but it's a better quality and it's going to last a long time for them. We are doing 7 years on our warranty on this, on our side of the paint. We're very proud of it. The back of the truck is built for the tactical side of the operation of the firefighting that this truck's going to address. We're putting a lot into our storage as well as location and stuff that's going to help the firefighter, whether it's the volume side of this hose bed dealing with the 2.5 here, or the pressure side with the attack lines that are going to be usually located in this side. It also depends on the need for the fire department. But this truck here is set up. We run a direct fill line, so it's easily accessed to be able to support these guys quickly, whether it's water tenders or local water sources or a hydrant. We can go directly into the tank. Again, emphasis on the high departure angle. So getting in and out of areas are always real good. As we get to this side, the truck is very minimal, just because the only thing we have here is one discharge and one suction on this side. Mainly all the operations are taken care of on the other side of the truck.
A lot of good storage.
Correct. BME does provide a lot of options for the crew as far as comfort as well as the safety. So in this case here, we went with some very comfortable bucket seats all the way around. All 4 positions. And also as well as a custom center console.
But of course, this has our BME TOMAR lighting package. How does that fit into the kind of usage that this truck is really designed for?
We do quite a bit of the TOMAR products. What the customers are giving us back is the fact that with the small area on a Type 3, we're able to install lights that do multiple functions, that provide more in a smaller area. So being that this is an intersection light, it's a flashing grid, being able to switch it over and now provide scene lighting in the same light, as well as positioning the light pattern so it's not in the crew's working area around the compartments when they're getting in and out of the truck, but still lighting up the area that's out there that they need to perform in. The other part, going to the front of the truck, is a modular design that's provided that the fire department's able to work on these lights without going to a fleet, or even to the point where a single firefighter can unscrew and replace a module if it goes out. And then again, now we're into a dual light that's giving them good visibility in the fog, the smoke, the dust, and they're switching over to a solid white light for driving lights. As well as we hear a lot of good things about the light bar. The light bar is billet aluminum top and bottom. Again, it's a modular design. It takes a lot of impact, a lot of heat resistance, as well as, no degradation from sun, being out there in that hotter, climate that they're out working in. And we find that the departments are giving us a lot of good feedback on that.
Very good. I'm guessing too, once this vehicle is like truly off-road and you can turn all those emergency lights to the solid
Correct.
white, that helps.
It becomes a big beacon of light for that, not just lighting up for their scene, but also being able to find obstacles when you're out on that line and you're trying to stay off of things that are going to blow tires out or, give way underneath them as they're on a tight road. It provides, again, more crew safety. So having the extra light is a really big thing for them.
Very good. Well, thanks for letting us use your truck in our show. It's an outstanding showpiece and it's a great description. Appreciate you giving us some time.
And we're happy to. BME's happy to be able to keep producing these trucks and build them to a standard that we feel is what the fire department's needing.
Very good. Thank you.